I mean, he wasn't a bad person. He wasn't a mean person. He was very easy to get along with, but he always thought that he was smarter than everybody else.
He earned every nickel of what he won. In fact, I think he was underpaid. Michael's guilty of nothing more than being enterprising. And I don't know of another story in the game show history that rivals this one.
(1984), Los Angeles, and an unlikely candidate for television folk hero has risen out of Ohio. For many, he represented what quiz shows badly needed: a modern-day Robin Hood, sticking it up to less than generous TV execs and carting away with him an unsettling chunk of the prize money gold, funded by viewer ratings.
I've been an air conditioning mechanic, and I drove an ice cream truck for about 10, 12 years, but I'm not this summer. No way.
Oh, evidently not.
The Press Your Luck scandal, as the Wikipedia entry labels the events of May 19, 1984 at CBS Studios, was really anything but a scandal. It was the product of the tenacious ingenuity of Lebanon, Ohio-born Michael LARSON. LARSON, who by many accounts of his early life was very much into get-rich schemes, had cracked the code for the game board on the half-hour television quiz show.
My brother was the type of person that would get involved with something and get in over his head.
LARSON first saw Press Your Luck in November 1983, and over a 6-month period analyzed, with the aid of a video cassette recorder, the patterns of the game board.
I taped about 5 or 6 shows and then went through them a frame at a time. And I determined that there was some sort of pattern. Not easily. It took 6 months for me to actually work out all the patterns, but in about 6 months' time, I had 6 sequences of 18 numbers.
Armed with not more than these pieces of information, a freshly bought shirt, and charismatic gestures which later proved resourceful in convincing the show's executive producer, Bill Carruthers, to give him a shot at the game, he hopped on a flight to Los Angeles.
He was like a kid at Christmas time. He was just so excited. He said, "I've got it."
What started as a TV executive's ideal taping soon turned a nightmare for CBS. LARSON, seated in the center of 3 contestant lecterns, lagged behind with the lowest first half total of $2,500. If anything, LARSON seemed like a chap with a lovable backstory, yet posing no threats to the network's pockets.
Michael, 1 whammy, 2 spins, no bucks. You want to do it again?
Yes, I do.
All that changed in an instant. In the second round, LARSON answered a question correctly and went on to play 15 and 29 consecutive spins.
He kept going, and about the 8th or 9th spin, I turned to the associate director, Rick Stern, and I said, "He's got us."
While the live studio audience cheered on for this simple chap who, among other things, just wanted to give his daughter a befitting birthday, executives at CBS went into head spins, thinking for legal ways to stop LARSON's run, which had already earned him $102,851 in cash and prizes. Legally, LARSON hadn't broken any rules.
Theoretically, you see, he didn't have to stop. He could have kept, he could have owned the network. If he'd been alert enough and had the guts to stick with it, we could not have stopped him.
After a total of 47 spins of the board, LARSON had depleted CBS of $110,237 in cash and prizes, which included a sailboat and all-inclusive vacations in Kauai and the Bahamas. For 22 years, this remained the record for the most game show winnings in a single day. LARSON wouldn't live to see his record broken. Old habits die hard, and he was back running get-rich schemes. While on the run from several U.S. authorities for involvement in fraudulent schemes, he died of throat cancer on February 16, 1999, in Apopka, Florida. America never truly got over Larson. 2 documentaries and countless interviews later, Larson's story comes alive again in the 2024 biopic, The Luckiest Man in America, starring Paul Walter Hauser.